I'm very excited to talk to our next guest. He's joining us in studio. You may have seen him just a couple of weeks ago in Las Vegas, UFC 285, all the stuff with Jake Gyllenhaal. He's our old pal, Jay Hieron here. Hello, Jay. How are you? Long time no see.
Minute, bro. How's
everything? Good to see you, my man. Thank you so much. Please have a seat, as are you. Buddy. Welcome. Yeah. Is this home? Are you back in New York, or are you just here visiting?
Yeah, back and forth, yeah.
Where is home for you? Vegas?
Vegas,
okay.
LA, New York, wherever the gig is.
You know, I have to say, and thank you for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
I have to say, I saw all this like Jake Gyllenhaal stuff a couple weeks ago, and initially I didn't know that you were a part of Roadhouse, and then I was like, is that Jay Hieron? And I know you're in the movies and TV shows, but I was like, holy shit, there he is, looking great, and very smart that they used you in that because, you know, your background as a fighter. How did that all come about?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much if there's acting role with fighting, I'm pretty...
You're the guy.
I'm one of the guys, you know, I mean, I'm pretty...
Everyone knows in the business.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'll know at least I'll get an opportunity to read for a part or, you know, if it has something to do with acting, fighting, you know. So that came up and, yeah, they reached out and we actually started filming it in December. And then they had to push it for production reasons.
Okay.
And for me, it was good because when I showed up, we were doing our, like the highlight videos, the promos for the build up to the main fight that were on the screen.
Oh.
And when I came, I'm like, damn, you know, Jake was in sick shape. You know, he was already in shape from the movie. And I'm like, oh, and then when they pushed, I'm like, all right, cool. Now I got time, so I'm gonna be right.
Well, you didn't like how you looked?
No, I'm always in decent shape. Don't get me wrong. I'm still training. You know, I'm at Extreme Couture, but there's a difference being in like, you know, tremendous fight shape. And when I showed up, I was like, oh, okay, my man is for real. So I was like,
were you blown away? I think everyone was blown away by how he looked.
Yeah, I mean, he did the work, man. You know, shout out to Garrett Warren and Steve Brown. The fight coordinator, stunt coordinator, they had him for like the whole movie and they had him dialed in on the fights and, you know, and he has a strength and conditioning guy. I mean, he took it serious.
Okay.
You know? And when I got with him, you know, he was already kind of dialed in, you know, with the fight and stuff. So, you know, we just definitely rehearsed and brushed it up and, you know, he was on point.
So I'm fascinated about this, but like you doing the weigh-in thing and the fight and there's a whole crowd there.
Yeah.
For a guy who hadn't fought in several years, like what were the emotions? It must have been a trip for you, right?
Incredible. It was full circle, man. That's a special one for me. I mean, I've done, you know, hundreds of films, over 100 films already, you know, you name it. I've been in fight scenes with them and, you know, top of the A-listers, but this was different because, you know, it was like, you know, I haven't had that type of, you know, it's different from a controlled environment set to a real live event, a UFC live event, you know, the weigh-ins, the crowd, and then the actual event, you know, it's different. So that brought back a lot of emotions. And
I can't imagine. It must have felt like you were like full circle for you, right? Like coming back home.
Definitely special. And then seeing everybody, I haven't, you know, I'm still involved with the fight game, but not as much. You know, I'm in film now. That's my full-time gig. And just seeing everybody again was great, you know. And then, you know, the fans loved it. And, you know, everybody worked hard. I mean, we only had a couple takes on the day. So we pretty much had to be perfect. You know, we're on UFC's time. So just having everybody on point and, you know, every department just, you know, wanting to get it right from the director, great director, Doug Lyman. Again, the best action team in the business. One of them is Garrett Warren and Steve Brown, and everybody was on point. Jake, you know, he came ready, prepared, you know. It's different, again, like, you know, as an actor, you're used to controlled set, you know, controlled environment. You know, the crowd cheers or boo on command. Nah, we're in the belly of the beast of the UFC. You know, they boo blood and guts fights.
Right.
So, you know, it was kind of like, you know, like, let's just focus on each other and let's do our thing. And it worked out. You know, they were going crazy in there. It was incredible.
The fact that you only had a couple of takes, like you didn't have 3 hours to do this, right?
No, not in the live event.
Sure.
The night before, we had the Apex.
Okay.
So that was controlled, and we had, you know, as many takes as we needed. But we needed, like, some shots of the live event,
so
walk
you
out.
Some stuff at the Apex?
Yeah. We shot most of the fight, you know, at the Apex.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But
And
there's
again,
no crowd there, so what do? They
had crowd there.
people?
Yeah, they had
But
extras.
they can fake it to where it looks the same as being at T-Mobile?
Sure. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
But
I'm very naive.
not as good as it is with the real live
Shoot
event.
tight, right?
Exactly. So that's why we needed that environment, you know?
Okay.
So.
But you feel pressure on that Saturday, like we can't fuck this up, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got one shot, you know what I mean? Pretty much. And,
Yeah.
we're on UFC's time, and they did a great job of, just having us in an area where we're not in anybody's way, and the whole production they wanted to be respectful.
Right.
These guys are fighting to put food on their table, take care of their families. At the end of the day, we're here making movies, you know what I mean? And I was a fighter, so I don't ever want to be in anybody's way or disrespectful. So that was pretty much high on the list, to just stay out of the way and get in where we fit in. We were kind of like a swing bout.
Sure.
If a bout ends early, we get out there, do our thing, but we still had to be dialed in because we only get so much time in there.
Right.
And man, we got in there, did our thing. It was like clockwork, boom.
Did you feel weird? Like, because again, you were a fighter and the emotions, the anxiety backstage, and then here you are just like doing a movie. Like, was any part of you or like, I really don't want to get in people's way here? Like, we really, because movie guys, like, they're like, yeah, whatever. But you know what it's like. You know what's going on in a fighter's mind, back against the wall or, big, you know what I mean? They need the money. So you have to be respectful, very
100%, and they were.
Yeah, okay.
It starts from that, the lead actor was trying to be the most respectful.
Okay.
Let's stay out of their way. You know what I mean? We were there to do our thing and stay out the way, get our shots, and that's what we did.
Okay.
We weren't in the way at all. We got in, everybody was dialed in, and we got it, and it was great. And that's hard to do, is a choreographed fight in a live event, because if you see films, they're all, there's cuts.
Yeah.
You film for where you want the hits to go. We got no control. We got no control of the crowd, of the camera phones and all that, so it was, we still sold it.
Yeah, you did sell it.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
He was like, yo, I don't want it to look, bad, everybody. And, I was just like, man, just get as close as you need to. If you have to, if something touches me, we're going to keep going. It's all good.
Did he hit you?
A little bit, but, nothing crazy. Yeah, but it's fine,
Did you hit him?
No.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that, right? That's not allowed.
I don't hit him. I'm a professional.
So like scenes like that?
Yeah.
How long, soup to nuts, does it take to put all that together, to choreograph all that? Like that process, how long does it take? Like the whole, like he's going to do this and then that.
So we rehearsed a couple weeks.
Okay.
And then we only had a limited time to use. So we did back in December, we shot our promo stuff, like my fights leading up to his fights and his fights leading up to mine.
Where'd you shoot those?
At the Apex.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then they put that on the big screen when we were coming out for the weigh-ins, and that looked really cool. Dana White was like, damn, that looks great. And so we did that back in December, and that was 2 days. And then we had 2 days for this.
Okay.
We had the whole night at Apex after weigh-ins, and then we shot it, the stuff we needed on the live event.
Wow.
And that's quick, because usually we have, couple days, to do something like that. They rent the arena.
Yeah.
We'll have extras, so we can do multiple takes. We own it, you know what I mean, for the night. If it's 15 hours.
Right.
But this was just, you know what I mean? So that was kind of cool too, because normally now I'm on set, so I know how it goes. Okay, we'll do another take. Sure. But now you only had a couple.
I'm wondering about the psychology, because like I've seen, I don't know, I love fighting, and I think I've seen most of the fight movies out there. I was watching Rocky 1 with my son on Sunday. He's 9, and I wanted to see if he would like it. It's crazy when you watch, I don't know when's the last time you watched Rocky 1.
Yeah.
It looks so old, it looks so freaking old.
Yeah.
But you watch the fighting scenes, like everything is so exaggerated, right?
Yeah.
As someone who now does this, like, what is the key to not making it look like that, right? Because it doesn't look real.
Yeah. Well,
and I feel like it's gotten better over time, right?
It's better over time, of course. Again, like some stuff like MMA-wise on the ground is a little hard to sell.
Okay.
Because it's totally different. From real fighting to film fighting is totally different.
Okay.
In real fighting, the stuff that, sometimes you'll see a guy get knocked out and you're like, what the heck? What did he hit him with?
Yeah.
You got to see the replay. And it's like a guy's coming in with his weight and then boom, he gets hit from his weight coming in.
Right.
Then you kind of see like from the replay. In this, it's all, you got to sell it with a wide loopy shot to look powerful. We don't have the replays. We don't have the commentator in the, hey man, that he hit him with that knee. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got to, it's for a movie.
Okay.
So, and when I started this, I was still professionally fighting, active. So I kind of was doing both.
So how did you get into this? What the first job in movies? When was that?
Man, '07.
That early?
Randy Couture.
Randy Couture got you into it.
And
so did you even have aspirations of doing this, or
I was doing it for fun at first?
So he calls you up and says, "I got you a gig." What was the movie?
Randy introduced me to a guy in New York, which his name is Johnny Sentiempo, Johnny C. I call him the mayor.
Okay.
Big time New York guy. Been in the business forever. And he kind of showed me the ropes. And from there, I was just, he would call me when I wasn't fighting. And if I wasn't busy, I'd come out and work. And at first I was just doing it on the side. I wasn't like, I want to be an actor or stunt guy or whatever. I was still trying to be the best fighter I could be in the world, win a title. And, it kind of grew over time for me. I was like, this is kind of interesting. Let me see why do they throw these loopy punches, or why does it sell like that? And then I'm trying to look at the camera angles and everything. And I just got more interested in it. And then over time, it kind of became a passion. And then that's when I started, let me try to work on it and learn more, classes and anything I could do, network. And, it's a total different business from fighting, but, it's just as much work.
So your last fight was against Tyron Woodley in the UFC. It was like around 10 or so years ago, right?
Yep, 13.
Yeah, 2013. Did you stop fighting because you had this and this was becoming a thing, or would you have stopped regardless of if you were, acting or not?
I mean, at that point, I was already fighting, I think, 11 years or so. And, I made some decent money a couple years before that. My last deal wasn't the best. And, I kind of was like, I never wanted to have fighting retire me. I wanted to retire from it. And I didn't think right then and there. I kind of was sitting, I kind of sat back a little bit, and it was just keeping the door open, see if any offer comes that sparks me up, gets me going, get that fire burning again. And I started taking more jobs. Shout out to my man, James Armstrong. I jumped on a Spider-Man at the time, the movie in New York.
Wow.
And he just had me on for a few weeks, and maybe more than a few weeks, probably 5 weeks or so. And I was just working it. And, I was just like, maybe I could make a living at this, or maybe, I was just, the wheel started turning. And again, I was already in the business, the film business already, couple years already. So I kind of knew how it worked.
Okay.
But I was part-time. So I had to get out there and really network and let everybody know now I'm full-time but I was waiting for to see if something would come up. PFL wasn't, those big tournaments weren't around then. I already fought every major promotion at that point, Bellator,
Affliction,
UFC, Affliction,
IFL,
I fought every big promotion. And, I'm like, so I just was kind of taking a break. I didn't announce it for a year. But as time went on, I started getting more and more busy. And, I just felt my passion, changing towards film industry. I just wanted to learn more, just like I did with fighting. Mm-hmm. So I put just as much work, if not more, into film business as I did fighting. Yeah, nothing was given to me.
Sure.
At all, nothing.
And when you say work, are you taking classes?
Oh, everything. Classes, learn how to film fight. Believe it or not, people might think that's easy. You know what I mean?
No.
You got to be on point.
Where do these classes happen? Where do you take these classes in LA?
The guys in the business. The guys I know, they help me out, and watching films and acting classes too, as well, for sure. I wasn't a natural.
Sure.
You know what I mean? First audition I did, I'm reading the paper. I thought it was a fight role. So I'm like, I got it. I didn't even study. I go in and I'm trying to, I felt like they were throwing tomatoes at me. And I'm like, man, I got to get straight, Just because if you're not reading consistently, I mean, when I was fighting, I wasn't reading a lot.
Right.
I could read, but, first time I'm picking up scripts, I'm just, get through 5 pages. All right, let me put it down, But now it's just I do it so much that I just blow through it, Just as muscle memory.
Yeah.
Just that. So just getting back to, focusing more and not just being in the gym, physical, which I still am, but, you know, just putting more into, you know, reading and classes and stuff like that.
Just curious, you know, we often hear about CTE and things like that, and you have to remember, like, do you ever find that your fighting career has hindered you in any way? Like, is it hard to remember things, or are you all good?
I'm good, man.
You're good.
Thank God. That's another reason. Again,
you wanted to stop.
Yeah, I was. You know, I took some damage. I had some eye surgeries, and you know, of course, broken hands, and you know, but nothing major. Thank God. I got 30 fights. And I'm healthy, you know. My mind is pretty good. I can remember lines.
Right, that's good.
You know what I mean? So that was on the you know, on my mind at the time when I was making the decisions, for sure. It's a rough business.
Sure.
You know, I think every time you go in there, you know, you leave a little piece of yourself. You know, if it's a dog fight in there, you know, that's the price we pay. But we all sign up for that. And so all my injuries, I'm cool with.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a small window.
Right.
You got to know. For me, again, I didn't want fighting to retire me. I wanted to retire from it. You know what I mean? I didn't want to be holding on just for a paycheck and just be that old dude fighting and, you know, washed up. You know what I mean? I was just like, you know, I got other bigger passions.
Yeah, and you're lucky that you had that. You know, I think you probably see this, right? There's some fighters who don't have that other thing, right? That's part of the reason why they stick around probably too long. So this was a blessing for you.
It is.
You had that exit plan.
It is. And it's hard. I mean, I talk to the young guys and they're like, man, big bro, how you do that? I mean, like, you know, I'm not going to say luck, but because, you know, you got to work hard, and when the opportunity presents itself, you got to go after it. You know, my thing is, you know, you don't got to get ready if you stay ready. So you got to stay ready for opportunities. But, you know, you kind of have to should have something else going on if you can. But then again, you're telling a guy that's going in there fighting for his damn life, for his livelihood, to put food on his table, take care of his kids, to have something else going on. You know what I mean? It's hard. Like, these guys are going to war. You know what I mean? Like I said earlier, you leave a little piece of yourself in there probably, you know, when you're in a dogfight. So, you know, it's hard to tell somebody, hey, man, have a backup plan. You know, so for me, again, I wouldn't say luck, but a little bit. But I took the opportunity and I ran with it, for sure. And I did the work.
Have you ever gotten injured doing stunt work?
Yeah.
Really?
I got some stitches, Wow. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You know, it's hairy stuff. You got to be on point. Like, people think it's all make-believe.
Yeah.
The thing with fighting, you know, you'll go out, you'll get knocked out. You might get broken bones. But, you know, if you jump off a building or something and you hit your head,
damn.
You know, it's curtains.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? But it's controlled. You know what I mean? They definitely have safety and they take so many precautions. It's a safe environment. But yes, you got to be on point. You got to take care of yourself. If you feel something, just, you know, take your time. And again, most of the stuff I do, I'm an actor and I do a lot of fight scenes. That's
your thing. If there's a fight scene, you're doing it.
Yeah, I do all my fights.
And MMA, have you done any other MMA movies recently?
I have done Kingdom.
Oh, yeah.
TV show, and Jonathan Tucker, Frank Grillo, shout out to them, my dudes. I've done a few.
Boxing too?
I've done a boxing. I've done 7th and Union. It's out on Amazon right now. My man, shout out Omar Chaparro, big time Mexican actor. It's my man. He did his thing. He worked hard. Got in his shape. The fight looked great. So.
Did you see the new Creed?
I haven't seen it yet, but them dudes are Michael
B. Jordan.
Yeah.
The thing that I wonder is, like, you probably can't watch a movie without like, you probably critiquing. It's like me watching an interview. I always wonder, like, that was a stupid question. That was right? Are you the same?
I kind of try to.
You try to put it to the side?
Yeah, I try.
Okay.
I try.
But especially when it comes to, like, action, fighting.
Yeah, if something's off right off the get, I'm like, all right, I'm out of it. You know?
Really?
But I try. I like a lot of old school movies, classics. You know what I mean? I like all Tarantino movies. And
were you always a big movie guy, or did you get into?
Much.
Okay,
I was always a movie guy.
Isn't it cool, like the magic of movies, like just being a part of it? What a privilege, right?
Yeah, I love
what
it.
A gig you have.
Yeah, I love it, man. It's, you know, again, it's a slow process, you know.
Yeah.
And then, you know, this is different because it was like live fight. It went viral. It's right away. Most of the time we film it. It's in the can. They gotta edit it. They gotta do sound. We might have to do reshoots 6 months later. No release date yet. The year I'm working on 10 different things since then.
Like,
I totally forgot about it. And it comes out, and then boom, oh, that's cool. But this was different because it's like, boom, right away.
It was like a fight. It was like a real fight, right? Because it's all over social media. Yeah. We had Conor in studio last week, and he said, like, man, he said it was a lot of waiting around. He didn't love it, right?
Yeah, it is. That's the thing.
How do you deal with that? Are you cool with that?
I got used to it.
Yeah.
I got used to, waiting around. I try to, if it's an early call time, I'll try to get a workout in before.
Okay.
And then I feel pretty good. If I get a workout in before I go to work, I'm pretty
Even
cool.
if it's like a 4 a.m. or 5 a.m., you get the workout in before?
I'll try to get in.
Damn.
3:30, even if it's just some push-ups, sit-ups.
Yeah.
Man, I still got it in me.
Yeah,
man.
I see it. I saw you up there.
I got the wolf blood in me.
Yeah, I see you. I saw it. But how was Conor? Did you work with him at all?
I met him backstage before we went on the weigh-ins, and man, he had me crying. He had me laughing.
Did you do anything with him for this movie? Okay.
Yeah, they already filmed
had done their
a lot of the stuff.
Okay.
They just needed this stuff.
Got it.
So I think they were in Dominican Republic.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't out there for that. So, but I did meet him backstage right before we went out to the weigh-ins.
Mm-hmm.
Super cool, had me laughing.
Yes.
Just a real charismatic guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you're still at Extreme Couture?
Still at Extreme.
Are you just for yourself, or are you helping guys? Like, what is your role there?
I just come in and I still love to be a part of it, man.
Right.
I love the fight game. Just because I retired, it doesn't mean I'm not involved with it. I love being, I lived through the guys' eyes.
Sure.
Brad Tavares, he's one of the last guys that were my era, still fighting.
Yeah. So
I'm always in there watching him, and I'll get in there a little bit, but I have my rules.
Okay. Yeah.
If you're 2-3 weeks out from a fight, if you have that eye of the tiger, nah. Don't come near me.
Yeah.
Or if we don't speak the same dialogue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because then
different language.
It's like once it gets going, and I'm not going to be the one to say slow down or yo, chill. I'll just keep going to then. So it's like, I go with guys I know, of course, big bro Ray Cepho.
Yeah.
He's smooth. I'll get in there with him. But, again, I love it. And, a lot of guys are on the level in the gym, so I'm still living through their eyes, and it's great.
What about the turnaround? And, I think a lot of credit goes to Eric Nixick, but I know there's other coaches.
Eric's great.
Like there was a few years ago where it seemed like maybe Extreme Couture wasn't, where it once was when maybe you were there, when it launched. But lately, what Eric has done, and it seems like everyone loves him. Can you vouch for that? Yeah.
Oh, God. I mean, when I remember having a conversation with him 13, 14 years ago, he was just training, and, he was like, yeah, I think I want to coach. And I said, bro, let's go. Do your thing, man. What's up? Like, what you need from me? And he just became a student and just got in there and soaked it all up. And now he's on the level, man. He's one of the best coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a reason why the gym has turned around. But I also feel like every gym, goes through the ups and downs. You got now Extreme Couture has been around a long time now. It's a proven gym, and we always have guys coming out of there that are doing great. So it's a proven gym, and we have great guys there, great coaches, great fighters. It's incredible.
You were fighting kind of like when the sport exploded here, right? Like 07, 08, 09, IFL, then UFC. Strikeforce. Before that, the Affliction was
that was fun.
Was a crazy time, right?
Yeah.
Those two events. How do you feel about the business of MMA right now, the state of MMA? Do you feel like it has evolved enough? Are they on the level of what, are the top guys making what they should be making? How, obviously Francis at Extreme, his story very well documented. How do you feel about the evolution and where the pay has gone and the rights for the fighters?
I think the pay probably could come up a little bit for the majority, but the sport itself, it's up there with everything. So NFL, you know what I mean? It's NBA, it's Major League Baseball, it's on ESPN, it's incredible. Like you said, I've been around since, second generation-ish maybe.
Yeah.
And just to see how big it is now is
Did you ever expect this?
I didn't.
No.
And it's so, it went above expectations for me, and it's
the ESPN
great.
deal changed a lot, right?
Yeah.
Just seeing it on
NBA,
NFL, all that stuff. Like you were fighting at IFL. I think it was on like Fox Sports Net.
Fox Sports, MTV too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Underground stuff.
All that stuff. HD Net, right?
HD Net, yeah.
You had Affliction, had to deal with them too. It's crazy to see how far it's come, and
incredible.
But like your era was a part of the explosion, right?
Yeah. I definitely, and again, and I'm content. I don't like, would I rather be in this era, that era? I'm happy. I did my thing. I traveled the world. I met great people. It got me in the business that I'm doing now, which I love. And I'm healthy, which is most importantly. Guys got to take care of themselves, because when the cheers stop coming for you and the money is low, all you have is your health. So definitely my advice to young guys, take care of yourself. Don't burn the candle at both ends.
Right.
Listen to yourself, listen to your body, and make the money, be smart with it. I might be the wrong guy because I went through this with my money too. Yeah. But I learned. But definitely the health is
You mean like you overspent and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I did, man.
You were living large?
Yeah.
Which era was this? IFL era or post?
Bellator, IFL, Affliction, I made great money.
What were you buying? What were you buying?
Oh, man.
Stupid stuff?
After my Affliction fight, I went straight to the Benz dealership, bought a Benz off the lot. The guy took me for a ride. And that's when the dynamic seats, I never felt them. So he took me for a test ride. And the dynamic, I made a left and it pushed me back in the center.
Yeah.
I said, what was that? He's like, this has dynamic seats. I did a U-turn, like, here's the cash for that.
Wow. You bought it straight up?
Straight cash.
Oh,
take that.
God.
Yeah, because you think these money will come. I'll just fight next 2 months and I'll make another $100,000, $150,000, whatever.
Easy.
And no, it doesn't work like that. You know what I mean?
You didn't have anyone telling you, save your money.
Yeah, you have some people, listen. But you still in your brain. I was young and I'm like, it'll come. I'll just get more sponsors. I'll do another fight if I get low. Trial and error. I think in high school they should teach finance, most importantly, over anything else. Just especially athletes.
Sure.
Take courses on how to manage your money.
Hey, what's the stupidest thing you bought?
Cars. I did all the partying. The partying is the worst back then. You could spend thousands of dollars on that. And
what do you mean, like just like going to the club and stuff, drinking and all the alcohol? Bottles. Just nothing, right?
Yeah, it's so
especially in Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The clubs that I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah. Oh yes, I know. Yes.
Yeah.
But we're seeing John Morant. Do you see this story with John Morant, the basketball player? He's in some, the videos coming out. He like the kid has all the potential. He's incredible. Yeah. And it seems like he's,
Yeah, it's,
It's tough though. He's like 21 years old.
Yeah, and some guys like me, you got to learn for trial and error. You know what I mean? You got to learn, okay, I went through that. I don't want to go through that again. I don't want to get hit by IRS again. I don't want to be broke again.
Oh, you went through all that?
I went through everything.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, that's one thing I could give to the younger fighters.
So you're a real like walking inspiration.
Oh, yeah. Contract stuff, different organizations, IRS, divorce.
Oh, no.
I did everything everything you could have.
This was all during your fight career?
All during the fight career.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So, but again, it makes you, gives you character, man. I wouldn't change anything because, it makes you,
you live.
Make you fall down or stand up. And, I'm good.
Even when you were at Hofstra, right? There were some issues there too, right?
Yeah.
Man.
I need a smack in the face. Not anymore.
No more.
Yeah.
When's
Jake smacked me, but.
That's right, yeah. That was legit.
That was legit.
Damn.
Yeah. That was fun.
Did you know it was coming?
Yeah, we talked about it in the back. They wanted us to get, a little something, like a little confrontation. The director and producers, Joel Silver, he actually did the first Roadhouse.
Oh, wow.
So it's history.
Damn.
And he he's real hands-on with it. So Jake was.
We're looking at it. There it is right there.
Jake asked me, hey, man, what do you think about Smack? I was like, hell yeah, let's go. Because I know it'll get the raw emotions. And the first take, Dana didn't know it was coming, so you could tell on his face. He's like,
wow.
So that was fun. Yeah,
amazing.
It was great.
But going back to the other stuff, like that kid in college, you're getting in trouble. I think like drugs and stuff like that, right? Like, could you have ever imagined this? Like,
Never.
What was the goal for you back then?
I was wrestling still because at the time MMA wasn't huge.
Sure.
So it was like I know guys from Hofstra, they were going to the NFL or NBA. And I was a really good wrestler, but it wasn't like, oh, the UFC's,
right.
I'm going to the UFC, and just got caught up in some stuff. But again, I wouldn't change it because it made me who I am, and I work hard now. I know I could lose stuff if I get, if I'm stupid. And I'm happy every day I wake up.
Do a lot of people ask you for advice? A lot of the fighters, like, do they know? Because one thing I think about MMA is like, we don't, right now, like watching the show right now, I wonder how many watched you live, right? There's so many new fans that I don't know, like if even these young guys at the gym know what you've done.
And I don't sit there and tell my story.
Sure, of course. You don't want to be that guy.
Cool. I'm just OGJ, pretty much. I don't know if they know. I'm not going to sit there and preach. But if they ask me, no doubt about it, like, anything about fighting itself or outside of living, how do I become a complete fighter or just a better person or take care of my stuff? I've probably been through it, so I'm a good person to ask, and I give it. It's when I retired, the guys were asking me, a couple guys, hey, you want to train me? But I just didn't. I knew I was already going to be traveling a lot, and for me, I never want to do that to a fighter. Because a fighter looks at his trainer, damn near like a dad at the moment in camp. They need you around. They're looking for your advice. And I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to like be gone. Oh, I'm shooting a movie now. Yeah, I can't be here. So, I never really got into that.
Okay, we had a stretch in late December that was pretty depressing. Stephen Bonner passed away, and then the Phil Baroni story. And you and Phil were
Phil got me in the MMA. We went to college together.
Crazy. Have you talked to him?
I haven't talked to him. A lot of stuff is out there. I don't until it's factual. I don't want to even touch.
Do you even know where he is?
I still think he's in Mexico locked up. But again, there's a lot of alleged stuff, and I don't know the facts.
No, I know.
I don't really like to touch it. But
I understand. I saw him a few years ago at Jackson's, and just like you don't want to see that. You don't want to.
It's rough business, man. Fighting is rough. People don't understand. You got to take care of yourself, and most important, your health. At the end of the day, that's one of the most important. What you have is your health, because if you need to do something else after a fight career, you got to have this on straight.
Sure.
So, that's one thing I definitely preach to the younger dudes. Take care of that, Take care of your health.
On a lighter note, I know you've worked with a lot of big names in the business, right? Like a Denzel recently.
Yeah, that was fun.
Jake, like who's a super famous dude that was just like a pleasure to work with, that maybe people would be, I don't know, surprised, like this guy's so down to earth. This or woman is like so down to earth.
Everybody, man.
They're all cool.
Yeah, they respect the game.
They do. Okay.
They respect
There's no prima donnas that are like,
Nah, it's like Denzel was in character, so he was on. He was tunnel vision.
Even when you're not shooting, he's in character.
Well, he was. When I got there, I was in the car.
Oh wow!
We didn't like, hey, my name's Jay.
There was none of that.
No. I was in the car.
Wow.
So it was.
There's no talking beforehand.
Sometimes, but when I showed up, he's doing whatever he's doing. He's in his trailer. Sure. I don't know. They called me up to set. I'm in the car.
Wow.
So we didn't have rehearsal. We were just in the car. So he was tunnel vision. He didn't really talk to me at first.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I respect that. I'm like, I'm more, 2 ears, 1 mouth.
Sure.
I listen more than I talk.
Okay.
Especially in this game. You know? And that's what I did. I'm like, if he engages with me, if he wants to talk. If he doesn't, I respect that. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, we're doing our dialogue and stuff, and then he added a line. I think where was it? What's in the bag? It's something for my daughter or whatever. And then he said something like, how old is she? And I was like, he kind of threw me off because it wasn't in the script. Yeah. And I was like, I stuttered. But then I was like, she's 5. And then he's like, and then after that take, he's like, haha, almost had you there.
Fuck. and then that is amazing.
Like, and then he was slowly warming up. But then when we did the fight another day, we started the fight, and he caught me with an elbow a little bit. And not hard, but he was all in, And then after the take, he didn't stop either. He went, And then after he's like, Jay, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Let's go. And that was it.
Wow.
He was
then he
my man
respected you.
after that.
Yeah.
He loved me after that.
You ever have moments where it's like, holy shit, like I'm here just chopping it up with Denzel Washington.
Yeah. I mean, that was fun. That was special. That was great because I'm in a car on top of it.
Yeah.
So it's real tight. You know what I mean? It's like he's there, I'm here, you know, and that was pretty cool. He was, you know, his friend was actually the cameraman, so we were all talking. Talking about wine and stuff, giving me game about wine and telling stories about Glory, which was pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was awesome. Yeah. And Jake, man, he's cool too, man.
Yeah.
This was my first time working with him.
Okay.
Really cool dude. Loves the fight game, you know.
I saw when he did that flying knee, that looked legit. Like his form was pretty solid.
Yeah, man, he worked his butt off, man. Again, you know, they had him dialed in. Steve Brown, the fight coordinator, you know, he was a D1 wrestler.
Wow.
And
so that's his job. He coordinates fights and nothing else. He's known in the business as that guy?
He does stunts too.
Okay.
These guys do all the avatars, Garrett Warren and him.
Wow.
Yeah, they're really good, man. They're really good. And they had Jake for the whole film, about 8, 6, 7 months.
Okay.
Working with him. And you know, everybody wanted it to be legit, like really look good. And they did the work. You know, when I got there, he was dialed in and we were meshing good.
And this is not like a sequel or a prequel. This is a remake, right?
Remake, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't give too much.
Yeah, of course.
That, you know what I mean? But
what is your favorite film that you were a part of? Like, if someone wanted to be like, all right, let me find out, like, and go watch your favorite film right now.
I did so many, bro.
So many.
Equalizer 2 was good with Denzel.
Yeah.
Talked about. This is a special one, right?
Okay.
Here, because of the UFC. Seventh and Union I talked about earlier.
Over 100, you said?
Yeah, over 100 films. Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
You think you'll get an Oscar one day?
Ringing, baby.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it comes in waves, but
what's the longest stretch
my phone
you've
has been
got?
ringing, so I'm happy.
Longest stretch without work?
Man.
Like, can you go 6 months?
No. Doubt it. I mean, yes, no. A couple weeks.
Okay.
That, you know.
Anything overseas?
I did, yeah. The Caribbeans last summer, Michael Jai White movie. That's
wow.
my man. Shout out Mike.
Wow.
Real good, yeah. Caribbeans.
Really?
Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Felt like like a sauna, like a hot tub.
Yeah.
Ocean.
Yeah.
I'm in the ocean. It felt like 90 degrees. I'm like, what? It's crazy.
Amazing.
Beautiful. White sand. Yeah, it was great.
So is the goal Oscar? Let's get an Oscar. What do you think?
Man, sky's the limit, man.
Let's go.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Yeah. Is that something that you think about?
Nah, listen, I'm just trying to, you know, work and get better gigs and better opportunities and staying ready and, you know, just keep building, gaining momentum. Happy to be here with you.
Yeah, man.
In the MMA community.
It's awesome.
You know, it's incredible. Happy for you. Big time show. It's great.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you know, this is incredible. You know, being back again, full circle. You know, back where I started. You know, it felt like that's as close as I'll ever get again to a real fight. Those type of emotions with a live crowd, live weigh-in, and it felt amazing, man. The love was there. I was getting booed, but I guess they think I'm a bad guy, and that's okay.
I can't imagine.
Was there. It was great.
And then you see everything pop up on social, right? So it's like you were living
insane, living again, living it all over again, which is
Because even when you left, like Instagram wasn't really a thing, right? You know,
it was
just starting.
It was just starting.
Yeah, it wasn't like this now with like TikTok and all this shit. Now, like I saw the videos of you, like it was everywhere, millions of views, crazy,
viral. Yeah, that one.
Which I think was smart because it only helped like get the word out about the movie, and then I think when the movie comes out,
I mean, I didn't know it was gonna go that crazy either. You know, like again, when we got there, they're like, "Oh man, get into a little riff at the thing." Quite cool. We did that, and you know, then the fight, boom, did that, and boom, it's out there.
Amazing. Well, this has been great. Now, when I don't know if you know this, but when people come in studio, we do a little parting thing on the way out.
Dart?
Yes.
Oh, let's go.
You know about the darts?
I've seen it. Yeah.
Listen,
I'm not good, but I'll try.
Because I lost my last one on Monday to Jack Shore, and I'm pissed. I have to say I'm pissed off, and I'm sorry. You know how it is. Like you meet a fighter, and if you're the next guy, I have to take it out on you. Okay. I apologize. These are the standings right here. We had a 93 Sky Nicholson, Jack Shore 64, somewhat disputed. Chael Sonnen had a 40, and then there's a couple other guys. Now you cannot. So hey, speaking of acting. Michael Rappaport. You ever work with him?
Yes, I did.
Which movie or show?
His show, Murder, recently.
Oh, the one in the building?
Yes, yeah, I did. We were doing a
what a character
boxing
this dude
video. Oh,
is.
he's funny.
Yo, he got a 0. 3 shots. He missed every single one off the board.
Okay, so I'm gonna do better than Mike.
So that's
Mike, I'm gonna do better than you.
That's the only actor that we've ever had in here. You're the second.
All right, cool.
Jay Hieron, now, we're very nice, Jay, and we let you have one practice shot.
Really?
Okay? When's the last time you threw a dart?
Long time.
Long time?
Yeah.
I feel like you've hung out at some bars back in the day with some darts. So this is the line. Oh, man. Tough start.
I'm already fucking up.
So this is the line right here.
Okay.
There's the board. You get one practice shot, all right? No pressure. The form a little bit suspect off the bat.
Damn. Super suspect.
Here it is.
Boom, but I hit it.
That's not bad. Hey, that's a 2-2. So this is doubles. This is obviously the thing, but this is a triple here. So you got a 2-2, that's a 6.
Okay.
Not bad. So you're gonna do 3, and then I'll do 3, and we'll see who's the better man.
Oh, so you go after me, so you can smash me, huh?
Well, no, it's just listen. Home turf.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
Home court advantage here. Here he is, Jay Hieron, Hollywood superstar. Okay, that's one.
Maybe get in the middle.
Yeah, just
this is a bullseye.
No pressure. Oof,
it's getting closer.
Okay, a lot of power there in these shots. Jeez Louise. Okay, let's see what this is. Hey, not bad right here. You got a 666, that's an 18, plus a 6 is 24, plus a 2 is 26. We've had worse, Jay. We've had worse. I just want to tell you.
I guess that's a win if you had
the
worse.
666 is not bad. Here's the one thing that the pros have told me.
You're about to kill me.
No, I'm not. I'm not good at all. But
but you have the form.
This is an important thing.
What's that?
The foot. You were straight on. They tell me you have to have the foot like this.
Oh.
That's what they say. I didn't tell you that because, I was trying to beat you.
Okay.
But you know what? I haven't been good lately, Jay, but I want to beat you because I was embarrassed on Monday.
Better beat me. This is your house, bro. Damn.
What do we get there? Oh, almost got the freaking... Is that a 16, Joe, or is that an 8? Fucking hell.
You gonna bullseye me, bro?
I'm trying to. Oh, yeah, what is that, 19? So what do we got? That was an 8, a 6, 14, plus a 19. That is what?
How much you beat me by?
43? Is that 43 or 33? 19 plus 11 is 33. I beat you by like 6 or 7, whatever it is. It's all good, man. It's all good. Much love, Jay Hieron. Listen, next time you come on with your next movie, we'll have a rematch.
Thank you, brother.
Check this man out. He's doing a lot of big things in the movie world, stunt work, fight work, all that stuff and more. And Roadhouse is coming out.
Probably end of the year, beginning of next year.
And where, by the way? Theaters?
I don't know. I
don't want to get you in trouble. I don't want to get you in trouble.
It's on Amazon, though.
Okay.
But they might go theatrical.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
And if you're a new fan, check them out. IFL, Affliction, Strikeforce, Bellator, UFC. I mean, WEC too. Shit.
Yeah,
you fought for them all.
Yeah, man. Everywhere.
Much love.
Thank you, brother.
Keep
Appreciate
it up.
you.
Continued success.
Thank you.